I reincarnated with cheat skills so broken that if anyone discovered them, my peaceful life would be over instantly. I could copy techniques after seeing them once, hide my mana completely, and strengthen my body far beyond what should have been possible. So instead of showing off, I spent years pretending to be average, because in this world, power only attracts enemies. That plan worked perfectly until an arrogant noble challenged me to a public duel in front of the entire academy. He thought I was the easiest target in class, just a quiet commoner he could humiliate to entertain the crowd. What he did not know was that the second he showed me his strongest technique, the fight was already over. The duel began with the noble rushing forward immediately, swinging his sword with flashy attacks meant to impress the audience more than defeat me efficiently. I dodged the first strike, then the second, then the third, moving just enough to survive while still looking weaker than I really was. The crowd started laughing, convinced I was only staying in the fight through luck, and that only made the noble even more reckless. Then he finally used a wind blade technique that should have ended the match instantly against any normal student. The moment I saw it, my cheat skill activated on its own, and I understood the structure of the technique completely. Without thinking, I stepped forward and used the exact same wind blade with even cleaner control and sharper power than he did. The copied attack sliced through his weapon and stopped right at his neck, leaving the entire arena frozen in disbelief. For 1 second, nobody moved, because no one could understand how an ordinary student had just mastered a noble family technique instantly. I lowered my sword and tried to make it look accidental, but it was already too late to hide what had happened. The academy instructors watching from above had seen everything, and one of them immediately realized I was hiding far more than I should have been. After the duel, I tried to leave quietly, but an instructor stopped me and asked where I had learned that technique. On my own. I copied the attack after seeing it. Copied it? From whom? From an instructor. By evening, rumors had already spread across the academy that a quiet commoner had humiliated a noble with the noble's own sword art. Some students became curious, some jealous, and some immediately began looking at me like a problem that needed to be dealt with. Even the noble I defeated was not focused on his humiliation anymore. He looked terrified, like he had finally realized he had provoked the wrong person. I wanted the attention to fade, but the opposite happened. The more I tried to stay quiet, the more the academy started watching me. That night, while I was alone in my room, I realized my peaceful life had already been destroyed the moment I revealed even a fraction of my strength. Then I sensed several presences outside, and from the way they hid their aura, I knew immediately they were not ordinary students. When I opened the window, I saw masked figures waiting in the dark, silently surrounding the building like trained hunters. Someone had moved much faster than I expected. The moment I exposed even one impossible skill, dangerous people had already come looking for me. For years, I had hidden my power to avoid exactly this kind of situation, but now it seemed my secret was no longer safe. I rested my hand on my sword and looked down at the assassins below, realizing that if they attacked, I might finally have to stop pretending. If hiding my cheat skills was no longer enough, then the next people who came after me would learn why some powers should never be exposed at all.